Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Laxal, and welcome to MineFarms Episode 2. So before I start talking about today's topic, which we'll get to in a minute, I want to explain what happened to the world, because you'll notice it's very empty and there's no massive farms out there. So what happened is my computer is old, and I think the hard drive might be going or something, because the world randomly deleted. I'd made a ton of backups, but it deleted and I couldn't find it. So here we are in a new world, and I thought I'd decorate the 00s and put in some beacons because, I mean, why not? I think it looks pretty cool, and 4 diamond blocks always is a great way to mark the zeros. So today we are looking at the creeper farm. So this design, it's based off of Gnembom's. I'll leave a link to it in the description, but this is more or less a normal all hostile mob farm, but I put down trapdoors to make the height lower so that only creepers can spawn. And then you're also going to want to put in some glass blocks in here to make sure that spiders don't spawn, so you have a creeper only farm. Alright, so this should be everything you need. You'll need lots of water buckets, or maybe just 2 to make a water source to put all the way around the collection system. You'll need the glass to disable spider spawning. You need all of these oak trap doors to make it that only creepers can farm and can spawn, and you'll need some kind of solid block. I'm using smoothstone because I like how it looks. We're going to use that to make the different levels, and I'm making 6 levels, which is why I have this much. But if you want to make this alone, it's 113 oak trapdoors and 113 smoothstone per layer, and 24 glass per layer. And then over here, this is what you need for the top. So this surrounds a layer, and then it goes out 14 more to make it completely dark. It goes down to light level 0 in the area of the farm to increase efficiency. This is what you need for the hopper clock to make it actually work. This is for the collection system. I'm going to separate that. You need a lever, 18 redstone, comparator, 4 redstone, and then the dispenser and observer for each layer so that you can actually get the water to flow to bring it down. And then you need 16 oak signs for the collection at the bottom, so that they can fall down without having the water flow. And then this is all that you need to make the actual collection basin. All right, let's get to building it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is put down some hoppers and a chest for the storage system. So you want to make a 5x5 area. So have 3, 4, 5 like that, and then have 2 hoppers pointing into each one. Okay, so after that, you want to pillar up 24 blocks from here. So go up from one of the sides and go up 24. I would recommend using temporary blocks when you're doing this, because this is just going to be a tower, and then you're going to remove it because we don't want to have a chute all the way around this. So after you've gone up 24 blocks, which should be enough to kill any creeper that is falling, you want to make a ring around here, which is going to be the place where the creepers actually fall. So going from here, you want to place down, well, actually, we need to go one more over here to get to the corner, like that. And then you want to place down 3 more blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then the next one. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the actual area where they're going to be, actually, wait, never mind. One more, that's the area where they're going to be falling. And then, again, around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that, and almost there. Boom, that should be it. I just went and I removed the temporary tower because we don't need that. After that, go to the middle somewhere like this, and I would just place down a block there so you just have it like that, middle and there. And you want to go out in a total of 7 blocks. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. And then you want to make a diagonal pattern going in a corner like this, continue over until you reach the other side, which is going to end up being 7 when you're done with it. I would recommend actually that you put all of the sides in like that and then do the corners. Okay, so after you've filled in this entire area, you're going to be left with a shape like this. And after you do that, you want to fill in the little areas on the corners like that, and then build up an area 3x3 on those, and then do that on all 4 corners. Now that all 4 corners have been filled in like this, you want to build a diagonal pattern just like this over there. So go 2 all the way over like this until you reach the other side, and then after you've done that, do it for all the other edges. After you filled in the corners, you want to put one more like this real quick. After you fill that all in, you want to go to the edge of one of the 3x3 little patterns like this, go up to like this using the edge, and then do that all the way around the corner again, like this, so that you have a close corner like this. After you have the edges up, you want to take a water bucket and put it in every single space like this, all the way around the entire ring. After all of the water is filled in, you're going to want to take some signs and fill all of the spilling over areas in here so that the creepers can actually fall. While I was doing this, I realized that I built the entire farm one block too far to the left, so I'm going to move the whole thing real quick. Okay, so I placed in all of the water and the signs now, and this is everything for the collection basin, because now you can see when you go down that you're going to fall down straight onto the hoppers. So yeah, it's all working. After I get back up here, we can start working on the layers. Okay, so to make the platforms, you want to put a block in the center here. You can just do that by shift-clicking on a sign, then clicking another one. You want to put down 4 blocks on top of it, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then go 8 out in each direction, and then build the diagonal pattern like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then continue the diagonal pattern in all the other edges, which we're going to build on here. Alright, so I'm just placing in the last little corner here, or quadrant I guess, and after you have the whole pattern, it should look like this, and in the very center, which, let me see, seems to be right here, you want to put a, oh yeah, let me get rid of the blocks down there, and like, oh, okay, like that. You want to put a dropper facing up, so shift click and put it on like that, or if you're not flying, like that. And then after you've done that, you want to copy this and build up however many more you want. I'm doing 6, and then, yeah, that's basically it for the actual spaces where the mobs spawn until you put in the trapdoors. So I'll be back after I have all of the layers done. Alright, so here we are. We're on the last platform of all of these, and there we go. That's it. Should be 6 platforms there. Perfect. Okay. So now that you have all of the stone platforms done, the next thing you need to do is put down trapdoors all over these on the top so that nothing can spawn but creepers or spiders. And after you've done all this, we'll get to what you do to mob proof for spiders. Okay, so I'm just in the last quadrant area here, putting in the last couple trapdoors, and there we go. All right, so yeah, that's all you need to do for the trapdoors, and yeah, I'll be back in a second so we can get on to the next part. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is put in all of the glass to make this place spider-proof. So it can be kind of a pain to get in these, but what you do is you place one in a pattern, so like that. So you go to the second one and put one in, and then you go to the third edge there, place the block down, and then I put down the trapdoors at a bad time. Usually you'd want to do this after, but then you go 2 over, like that, break that block and put it there, and then 2 over from the other one right there, and down. And that's how you do it. You just want to repeat this for all 4 corners of all of these. So then, just go over 2, the second one there, up, break the trapdoor, and then go to the third one, over 1, and up like that. And that's basically the pattern that you want to follow, and go 2 over, and it'll finish itself as you go in a circle. So just go to the last one there, from the second one, and up. So I'm going to go do this for the rest of the areas. Alright, there we go. All of the glass is in, and this is starting to look pretty epic. So now it's time to get on to the powering of all of these layers. Okay, so to make the powering, you kind of need to make another layer. So just do the usual up, up 3 like that, put down an observer, and then, put down an observer if you can, like that, and then a dispenser on top of it. And then you want to put down half slabs on it, like, like this, all the way in the corners. And you want to make an area that's equal, that's equal to this area. So it should be, what, 7 long, 8 long in each direction. So after I'm done with that, I'll get back to you. Okay, there we are. We're in the last quadrant like that. And boom. Okay, so after you've done all of this, what you want to do is you want to go out 14 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So you want to do this in each edge, so then you'll end up with something that looks like this. And after you've done that, you want to build the diagonal like this, like we've done on all of the other layers. You want to build this all the way across until you reach the other edges, and then you fill in everything. So I'll get back after we're done with all of that. All right, so we're in the last little area here, filling in, and there we go. This is all of the roof, and this is absolutely massive, but that's it. And we're on to getting to the actual powering of this. But before we do, I would just want to say that you should either light this up or half slab it. I'm going to half slab it just to be safe, so that absolutely nothing can spawn, but I recommend that you do that on the area right before where the actual platforms begin. Yeah, definitely, I would do that. Alright, now that all that's done, we're on to the very last part. So this is the actual powering and the redstone clock, which is going to make this machine work. So to do it, you need to break some blocks and go back out. I believe it's, let's see, what do I have here? 5. Yeah, I mean, any amount can work, but I'd recommend having a total of 18 repeaters. So I think that should be a good amount right there. So just break all of these, fill them in as you go, like this. It's going all the way around, so I actually need to make sure I have 18. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's all you need, and then you can just go there like that. And then you need 2 more to put the redstone dust to connect the repeaters, and that should be it, except for those for the, oh yeah, you need 1 more. 1 more there for the lever. Alright, so after you do that, you put down a comparator and you put it on subtract mode by clicking it there. You want to put a redstone dust there, and then put down a ton of repeaters all on 4 ticks all the way across this. So what this is going to do is it's going to power this dispenser. You're not going to put any water on there. You don't want to. It's going to power that dispenser. The observer under that is going to detect it, and then that is going to send a signal through the observer, which it's going to send down to the next dispenser, which is going to power that observer, and it goes all the way down the tower. So let me just put in the last couple of these, and there you have it. That's a working powering, and that should be it. So let me just press this and make sure it works all the way. Goes down. I believe I put water in one of these to check. Yeah, there we go. That one's working. And as it goes through again, there we go. It turns it off. Perfect. And you just need to turn it off by pressing the lever. So I'm going to go put water in all of these, and then that should be it for the rest of this farm. All right, I put in the last water bucket, and that should be everything. So let me power this on real quick, like that. And after it gets to that, everything should power like that. Perfect. Okay, so this isn't perfectly spider-proof, but it's good enough, and you're going to get good enough rates from the creepers that it won't make a massive difference, because the mob cap won't get, oh my gosh, it's just raining creepers down there. But yeah, and now you have a working redstone clock, and it should power enough and be off long enough that it should cycle through so that enough creepers can spawn, except I need to get 23 blocks away. But now if you're far away enough, it's just going to be constantly spawning things, and they're going to get constantly washed off, and there you have it. An extremely efficient creeper farm, and once again, I'll leave a link down to the video I got this from. It's from Gnembom. He's amazing at making farms like this. I'll leave a link to it. But yeah, I'm going to let this sit for half an hour or an hour or so and see what its efficiency is. Alright, so I just AFK'd for half an hour, and let me turn the farm off, and okay, it's going to go through the cycle once more, but that's fine. Let's go down and see how much we got after just half an hour of AFKing. Oop, okay, if I don't get stuck. And I might need to mob-proof that at some time, but let's see what I got. Oh, okay, that's a lot more than I expected, so let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got about 10.5 stacks in 30 minutes. That's, okay, about 21 stacks in an hour, which is a ridiculous amount. And let me grab a calculator and see how much that is. Times 64 is, that's 1,280 gunpowder per hour. Which, I mean, I didn't make this as large as it could be. For just a simple 6-tier creeper farm, that's incredible. What? That's weird. That's incredibly good. Yeah, that was a lot better than I expected. That's just about it for the creeper farm. I would definitely recommend building one of these if you need a lot of gunpowder, because this was really good. Yeah, really good. Alright then, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I actually had a lot of fun making this one again. I didn't expect it to be this much fun with all of the block placing that I had to do, but it was fun to make. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Please sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to. But yeah, I'm Laxal, and thank you for watching.